Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So before you watch this video, make sure to like, subscribe and comment on this video. So in this video we're going to be talking about top 10 DC's strongest characters. So let's get into it. In number 10 we have Mr. I don't really know how to pronounce his name, but you can see it right up there. So hailing from the fifth dimension, Mr. That appears in an EMP fashioned as a jester of some sort. How he has the power to do almost anything he is able to imagine, such as erasing enemy from existence. He takes no pleasure or fun in it. Instead, he often speaks amusement, which sees him challenge Superman. Mr. That is not bound by any physical laws. His powers often appear magical, making him one of the most powerful beings in the universe. However, he never taps into his full destructive capabilities. In number 9, we have the Endless. Technically, the Endless is not a single character in the DC universe, but rather a group of siblings that embody 7 different fundamental forces of our existence. From the Vertigo comic series, The Sandman, the Endless are ageless, immortal, and nigh omnipotent. The 7 siblings are not known to have names, but are known by their function: destiny, death, dream, destruction, desire, despair, and delirium. Although a collective of concepts and ideas, each sibling has their own feeling, thought, and personalities. Interestingly, each individual, while unique in their actions and personalities, are also depicted differently in the comics by means of their speech bubbles, which each have in a panel description whenever an individual is speaking, and a caption to explain the unique. In number 8 we have the Creator. The DC universe closely resembles the creation story and entities of Abrahamic religions. It is thus believed that God created the earth with these words, "Let there be light," and it is those words that the cult of the Aritian Book, a group of sibling villains, which first appeared in Doom's Patrol 31, April 1989, believed cast a shadow that became the Creator. The Creator, who cannot be reasoned with or stopped, is summoned by the cult to unmake the world. The Doom Patrol succeeded only in slowing him down to such an extent that no one would notice the destruction of the universe by means of using similar vibrations equal to his powers. In number 7 we have Eclipso. Eclipso is a supervillain that first appeared in the House of Secrets 61, August 1963. He is the first incarnation of the Wrath of God and the Legion of Vengeance. Eclipso is sealed inside the Heart of Darkness, which appears as a small, black diamond, first mined on the desolate world of Apocalypse. Eclipso possesses all those who came into contact with the diamond, most notably Bruce Gordon. Dr. Gordon is a scientist of solar energy, ironically the weakness of all Eclipso. While studying and attempting to photograph an eclipse on Diablo Island, natives feared this world will steal the sun god. They sent their witch doctor, Morpheus, who possessed the black diamond, to stop him. While fighting, Dr. Gordon fell to his death off the side of a cliff, but was wounded by his black diamond, allowing him to survive the fall. While picking up the diamond during the moment of the eclipse, it transformed Gordon into a host of Eclipso. In number 6 we have Superman Prime 1 million. In short, Superman Prime is a version of Superman in the future. After living inside the yellow sun for 15,000 years, the man of steel enhanced his powers to great cosmic levels, giving him nigh omnipotence, invulnerability, and the ability to create life and entire universes. In the DC 1 million storyline, the original Superman watched his parents, friends, and wife, Lois, die from natural causes without the knowledge and means to save them. This ultimately led them to pass the reign of being Superman to his heir, Superman Secondus. He then left Earth. His travels would last until 700th century, during which time he has acquired immense abilities from being he met and perfected them as his own. Having broken through the Source Wall, he studied under the guidance of Source itself, also being granted a portion of its power. Although the extent of his new abilities are unknown, he would eventually return to Earth in order to forge a new covenant with his descendants. Superman Prime also gained the powers and abilities of descendants and magnified them to the level of his own. As part of the covenant, he would bestow a portion of his power upon them, as long as they served for truth and justice. He would later return to his fortress of solitude, now in the center of the sun. In number 5, we have Elaine Belloc. Elaine Belloc's biological father is the Archangel Michael, who along with his brother, the retired ruler of Hell, Lucifer Morningstar, support Elaine in her quest. Unlike any other of the angels who were sterile, Michael was not. Sandalphon began experimenting to create a being capable of birthing angels, which was fulfilled by Elaine. After a long series of bold battles and journeys including both Michael and Lucifer, Michael is forced to hand over the magic power to Elaine after he's mortally wounded by Fenris the Wolf. Michael's death would result in the release of the Demiurgic power, which would erase all existence. Eventually, Elaine acquires the powers and goes on to take over the reigns of Lucifer and Yahweh's creations. After merging the two universes, she takes Yahweh's place as God of creation. In number 4, we have Spectre. The Spectre is an aspect of the Presence, God's vengeance. After creation, Lucifer led the rebellion of the angels against the Presence, one of whom was the angel Raguel or Adzar. Adzar later repented of his sins and in return was stripped of his memories and became the incarnation of his wrath. This was his penance, now known as the Spectre. He was to replace Eclipso. The Spectre was accountable for destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, the plagues of Egypt, and bringing down the walls of Jericho, to name a few. When God took on human form of compassion and redemption, represented by Jesus, Spectre was not allowed to roam the earth any longer. I was cast into limbo until the day of crucifixion. Upon completion, the Spectre burst forth on the day of the wrath, ripping through the world, casting his vengeance on man until Michael informed the Spectre of the new rules. From the day forth, the Spectre had to bound to a human soul to walk the earth again, seeking vengeance. In number 3, we have Michael Demiurgus. Before any life, even before the DC multiverse existed, Yahweh the Almighty created two brothers. Alongside his twin brother to Samuel, Michael Demiurgus is said to be accredited for the creation of the DC multiverse. Yahweh bestowed the two each a gift, Samuel that of fire and will, and Michael that of creation and demiurgic power. God's demiurgic power residing within him, Michael is often described as the most powerful of all God's created beings. It is also with his demiurgic power that God's name is written on every atom of all creation, and with Samuel's will, they have the power to enable the physical creation of cosmos to occur. In number 2, we have Lucifer Morningstar. Lucifer Morningstar was once a proud of and the most beautiful of all the angels. As discussed above, Yahweh created two brothers. Yahweh had instructed and guided them on how to use their powers to form creation known as the DC multiverse. Samuel then turned against Yahweh and led the rebellion of the angels in heaven, taking on the name Lucifer Morningstar. He was thus sent to rule over hell after he fell for more than 100 billion years. After this time, and retiring as a ruler of Hell, you see his story pick up as discussed in the storyline of Elaine Belloc above. In number 1 we have The Presence. The Presence is the highest form of being in the DC universe, having created the angels, namely Michael and Samuel. The Presence is also known as the God of Covenant and the creator of the DC universe, as all within it. He was created by Wright, Jerry Siegel and Bernard Bailey as the comic equivalent to the Abrahamic God, first seen in Morphon in Comics 52 in 1940. Seldom shown in any comic, the Presence is often spoken about and referred to rather than being depicted in any form. The Presence has undergone many different forms and known by different names in the DC universe, including Yahweh, the Voice, the Hand, the Source, the Presence, and, oddly enough, Wally. Thank you guys for watching this video. So before you leave, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And if you have any ideas for future videos, make sure to comment down below, right down there. So I post every Saturday and Sunday, so make sure you come back next Saturday to watch my latest video. Bye.